All right, I've waited as long as I can. I got to get this video out tonight because it's my predictions for the second day. It's my hopes, I guess, for the second day. My wish list. Let's get off the screen so we don't have spoiler alert. As we know, day pre-1, so before free agency officially opened up because he was able to, we signed Kevin Byard. I give it an A- grade. I give that in my other video. I predicted because he is elite, but he's had a rougher year that he would sign for 3 years, $21 million, $7 million annual. We got him for $2 million, $15 million, 2 years, $15 million total, $7.5 million annual. We don't know the details of the contract yet, if it's front-loaded, back-loaded. We don't know yet. Hasn't been released, but good signing in my opinion. Second one was DeAndre Swift. I don't love this signing, but I don't hate it either. I like it. We'll say I like it. It is front-loaded as well, in the fact that all of the cap hits before the first 2 years, which means we can cut him after 2 years. So it's really a 2-year signing with a third year if he's doing well. 5.8, so not a lot of cap hit the first year, gives us more flexibility. 9.3 the second year, 8.3 the last year, but only a dead cap hit of 1.3 if we cut him after the second year. I give it a B- grade. The longer I stew on it, I'm going to give it a B-. I initially said B-, C+. I give it a B-. He does have some electric moves. He really is a good back out of the backfield for receiving, so I like it. So let's recap where our salary cap is. Kevin Byard hasn't been hit onto Sport Track salary cap yet. We've got to take into account about $15 million of rookie contracts, and that Ryan Poles is going to go into the season with an $8 to $10 million buffer. He did it last year. It led to some rollover. He'll do it again this year just in case you need it during the season. That's going to leave us with roughly $28 million left. So here's what I'm hoping to see on day 2. Number 1, this is the one I think Ryan Poles is working on now. The reason we signed Ryan Bates is to be able to have depth, but he's going to be able to step in while Connor Williams is recovering from his ACL surgery. He won't be ready for the first half of the year. But this is what I think we're going to work out. This is what I think a team is going to work out, and I'm hoping that's Ryan Poles, convincing him to take a discount for that first year. And I've seen a few reports where they say this is realistic, that this could happen. So taking that $6 million for the first year because you're not playing the first half of the year, it's going to take you time to get up to speed. That's actually very favorable because he's really going to have 5, 6 total up to speed quality gains by the time he heals and back to full strength. We'll see where the bye schedule hits for the Bears and the mini buys. But it would be nice to be able to have Ryan Bates step in to start the season, Connor Williams to come in. Connor Williams is elite. So here's my metrics that I like to use: the sack hit hurries, the pass blocking efficiency, run blocking efficiency according to PFF, and their rank. Frank Ragnow is number 1 in the league. Sucks that he's in our division, but it is what it is. His run blocking and pass blocking is elite. Obviously, these numbers don't give you everything because he's ranked first. But if you're looking at Connor Williams, his sack hit hurry rate is actually better than Frank Ragnow's. His is elite. 46.7. So 1 out of every 47 plays, he allows a sack, hit, or hurry. That's unheard of. Above 30 is elite. 46 is just crazy. It's out there. I want Connor Williams. I really do. If we don't get Connor Williams, we better get Jackson Powers-Johnson in the draft, which I'm thinking is less and less likely just because it doesn't seem like Poles' MO to draft a center that high. But I could be wrong on that. I've been preaching it forever, and I hope I am, but I think they might want to be hitting some other needs that high. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out after the free agency is over, but this is a quality signing if we get him. Lloyd Cushenberry, I think, went for $12.5 million to the Titans a year. So this is right there. Lloyd Cushenberry was the third-ranked center in this last year. So just a comparison: Lucas Patrick, 20, sack, hit, hurry, 1 every 20 plays. Cody Whitehair, 1 every 20 plays. Ryan Bates, he only played 35 snaps in 2023, so it's not really fair to take that number. So 2022, he allowed 1 every 22 plays. So he's not a huge upgrade. There's a lot of things that Ryan Poles likes in Ryan Bates, though. He obviously went after him a couple years ago. Tried to get him, but he was a restricted free agent, and the Bills matched the offer and kept him. So I don't know. I'm not super excited about Ryan Bates starting the year, but he did really well as a center in 35 snaps last year. Didn't allow a single pressure. So he did well last year as a center for limited snaps, only 35 of them. But Connor Williams would make me very, very excited. I'll do a reaction video, and I promise you I will be like Christmas morning as a little kid. I will be screaming and jumping and kicking and flying. I'll be all over the place. That's a fact. It'll happen. That, to me, fixes this offensive line by getting Connor Williams. That is the crux of our issue right there. So that would be Christmas for me. All right, let's move on. My next one, I would go... All right, so I really wanted Maurice Hurst. He, to me, he's constantly injured. But look at his PFF rank, 14th out of 130 last year. His PFF grade 81. Really, really solid. 1 out of every 9.6 plays a sack, hit, or hurry. Low missed tackle for his position. And you look at the Bears, the top 4 above there. His run defense is solid. His pass defense is solid. I really like the prospect of Maurice Hurst. He's going to be on a prove-it. And then he went tonight and he signed a prove-it deal with his own team, with the Cleveland Browns, up to $3 million, right where I wanted him, $2 million with incentives. I really wanted Maurice Hurst. I've had him in several of my videos, but I also like Javan Kinlaw. Same type of thing, prove-it deal. Javan Kinlaw, let's get over to it here. Javan Kinlaw is just athletic. He doesn't have a RAS score because he didn't have all the testing, but you can see up there at the top the little cutout of it, elite. He's big. He's got big hands. He's just a high prospect. First round, 14th pick overall in 2020, and he's projected right now to go for about $5 million on a one-year prove-it deal because he just hasn't quite gotten there yet. So I like the idea of bringing him in with Gervon Dexter, Zach Pickens, and Andrew Billings. That would be perfect to me, not to overspend right there, but to have someone on a prove-it. And look, these two guys here on the next one, you'll see Chase Young. They both just barely came from the Super Bowl. That playoff experience is important. And I know some of you have concerns about Chase Young, but having him on a prove-it deal, this is straight from PFF. So these are his 4 years in the league. You like to see those greens and those blues up top. And people say he's got some work ethic issues and blah, 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 blah. Justin Fields loves him from playing in college. He'd be with Montez Sweat. I really think it's a perfect system to give him that shot at a one-year prove-it deal. And even if he's been loafing or whatever people want to say, he's still been elite. Look at his grades there on the right. 34th out of 112 last year on what was considered a down year. 24th out of 110 in 2021. I don't know why there's not a grade in 2022. But, I mean, read in there. Finally healthy. 1 year prove-it deal is the perfect situation now that he is healthy. Some places are saying around $13 million, $15 million is kind of the sweet spot. Most places are saying if we sign him for $15 million for 1 year and then next year's edge class is that elite draft class coming out, I would be very happy with this. So to recap, we're going to say Connor Williams, we're going to say Javan Kinlaw, and then we're going to say Chase Young. Those three together would keep us below that $28 million. We'd still have over $10 million buffer. We could sign a couple of league minimum contracts to fill some depth pieces, but this would really fill us out going into the draft, being able to trade down from one, get some extra pieces, and focus on the offensive line, focus on the wide receivers, focus on the tight end, being able to get those offensive weapons that we need with a couple of first-round picks, a second-round pick, a couple third-round picks. Ooh, that just excites me. So this is where I stand at the beginning of day 2, the end of day 1. We're pretty much done for the day. It's late, and I'm going to put this out there, and if you like it, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. There's tons of options still. Yes, a lot of people have come off the board, but there are good quality options, and these are the 3 that I would love to see us sign tomorrow or on Wednesday, the 12th or 13th. I'd love to see it. So that's where I stand. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you're enjoying free agency. It's officially upon us. It started. We're here. Bear down.